Yes, sir. Welcome to my channel, and today we doing the mock draft madness. And in this episode, I'm gonna show you how to do the perfect mock draft. 10 out of 10. First place in your category league. This definitely pertains to you guys. The format I'm doing right now for my mock draft, I'm using Yahoo. I know it's super early, folks. I know it's super early. Everything is changing, but I had to get my mock drafts in. I had to get my practice in. You feel me? So, moving forward. In the mock draft today, I drafted number 1. Now, I've been going crazy on mock drafts since it opened up 2 days ago. I swear to God, I've done at least 30 mock drafts. And I've only been able to perfect it once so far. Mind you, I picked first. I drafted first out of a 12-person mock draft, head-to-head. But nevertheless, I've drafted number 1 before, and I did not finish the top-ranked team according to Yahoo's standings for the projections currently on the Yahoo mock draft app. So, I'm going to show you a quick rundown of the team that I drafted that we're going to call, quote unquote, the perfect mock draft. All right, and I say this because, like I said, it was so hard to get the result of ranked number 1 team and still drafting first. I legit just finally did it, so I'm going to share it with you guys today. Hopefully it brings you guys some value and my mindset when it comes down to doing the drafts and getting some mock draft practice in. Just to be clear, all of these stats, the ADP, the ranking, all of that data is not stagnant. All of that data will be changing on a day-to-day basis. All right, so keep that in mind. Anyways, we're going to jump into this mock draft that I didn't show you guys. Wow, go on with it. All right, so we're going to go by draft results here. And in round 1, your boy drafted, of course, Nikola Jokic, the Joker. I drafted first. I'm picking Nikola. I did not hesitate. We're not going to waste too much time on that. Moving forward. All right, my next pick in round 2, we scooped up Desmond Bane. Now, a few reasons why I did this was we're going to be missing John Morant in the beginning, so that means more usage, more touches. He also had a fantastic season last season, and I'm not going to be projecting him finishing ranked 2nd this year, but I have a high ceiling for this dude. Just in general, I like Desmond Bane's game. He's a sturdy, solid-looking dude, and I try to pick players that I can hypothetically project them staying somewhat healthy, and if they are healthy, they're gonna want to play every single game because some of these players out here just don't even care. They just care about getting that bag, and that's it. So, round 2, I picked up Desmond Bane. Moving on, round 3, I picked our boy, Trae Young. I actually had him last year on my team, and he definitely was underwhelming. He did not perform up to standards. I'm going to give him another shot this time around, particularly because of the build that I have in mind for this team. My first 2 to 3 picks are heavily surrounding the idea that I need to get guys that are going to have a lot of output, a lot of field goal attempts, and projected for a lot of points to be made. I'm also keeping in mind assist, as that I picked up Jokic. He's a monster for assists average, especially for a big man, but as a whole, and I wanted to build my team around 3 main categories, which was rebounding, points, and assists. Now, my brain is not only focused on those ones, but for the first 2 to 3 rounds, I'm picking players that I know are going to fill up certain categories when it comes down to points, rebounds, and assists. All right, moving on. We got round 3. Round 3, we picked up Jaylen Brown. Solid outing last year. Kind of flaked on, I would say, his playoff performance. Hoping he doesn't have no playoff hangover. At the end of the day, Boston relies heavily on 2 players. Him, Jason Tatum. Even though Kristaps Porzingis did join the team this year, I still believe that Jaylen Brown is going to have a heavy workload this year for fantasy purposes and should produce at a high clip. All right, round 5. Round 5, I picked up our boy, Bolway, secret weapon, Scotty Barnes. He's going to be playing a lot of point. He's going to be responsible for a lot of playmaking this year. It's going to hurt your turnovers for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm not really caring about turnover categories, even though that is a part of my fantasy league and our 9-category league. We do include turnovers. But at the end of the day, Scotty Barnes should have a fantastic season. I'm projecting with the absence of Mr. Fred VanVleet, there's going to be a lot of responsibility on Scotty Barnes this year. And I am projecting him to have a better season than what he had last year. Moving forward, we got at round 6, Zion Williamson. No idea why this guy is even around in round 6. I'm predicting this guy's going to bounce back this year. One of my sleeper picks, Zion Williamson. If he's in and around round 5 and round 6 and still available, I highly suggest you pick him up. I don't think the statistics they have projected for Zion right now are very accurate. Moving forward. Next up, we got Tyus Jones in round 7. Now, he's going to be playing for Washington. Washington basically has been gutted, has nobody, and they're missing Monte Morris. They don't have Bradley Beal, don't have Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, they got Jordan Poole and Kuzma. So, yeah, this guy has to get minutes. I'm projecting him to get at least 30 minutes average a game. And when he gets minutes, he's known to produce, right? When he played for Memphis, Tyus Jones was one of the premier, if not number 1, NBA backup point guard, statistically speaking. So he deserves to be a starter in any team, especially Washington Wizards. So, at round 8, speaking about Washington, I'm taking a gamble. I don't like how Washington looks as a team, but our boy Kuzma, he's going to be getting minutes. If he stays healthy, he's going to want to ball out. He wants to be the number 1 option on that team, I believe. So, he's going to get rebounds. He's going to get his field goal attempts. Probably going to hurt your turnovers, but neither here or there. Right? Moving forward, we got round 9. One of my sleeper picks, Detroit Pistons, Jalen Duren. Now, with the return of Cade Cunningham, I do believe that these two are going to have a lot of pick and roll opportunities. And, I mean, Jalen Duren was the youngest player actively playing in the NBA last year. And that says a lot, speaking of his body of work that he produced in his first year in the NBA. So, I got high hopes for Jalen Duren. They got new coach, got Monte Morris. That means you're going to have a new system, new looks, a new looking team. I think Jalen Duren should be starting. I hope he gets consistent minutes in the high 20s. And yeah, his rebounding rate and block rate, if he's on the court, and field goal efficiency will all help my basketball squad that I'm building right now for you guys. All right. So in this next pick, it was iffy. I wasn't sure if I was going to scoop him up, but I did scoop up Mr. Scoot Henderson. Yeah, flashy name, this, that, and the third, but honestly, I don't know what's going on with Portland. No idea what's going on with Dame Lillard. I have a funny feeling the same things that are happening with James Harden in Philadelphia, the drama, I think that same business is going to happen in Portland. And, when injuries happen or Mandem be sitting out for games, somebody else has to step in to take over for those minutes. And in that instance, I do feel like a healthy Scoot Henderson will be the prime suspect for all of those minutes in Portland. So here's to hoping, rolling the dice on our rookie, Scoot Henderson. Let's get it. Round 11, we're picking Mr. Gary Trent Jr. All right, Starboy himself, Toronto's own Starboy Gary Trent Jr. Him and Freddie did not get along. Openly, we know this. It's out there. Fred's gone. Toronto has to give this man some minutes. Okay, just give him the starting point job. The starting shooting guard. Let him feel the love. I feel like he's gonna have a bounce back season this year. Gary Trent, let's get it. Pick 11. All right, moving on. Round 12. We got our boy Kevon Looney, the Loonster. Okay, I know he's getting a little older in his age, but at the end of the day, for me personally, I saw in my team I was weak at rebounding category. I really wanted to figure out a way to get more rebounding, and when I looked at who was available, I seen our boy Kevon Looney, and if this guy does anything, it's get rebounds by the bunches. So picked up Kevon Looney. All right, and in my final round, round 13, I'm rolling the dice again, folks. We picked up another rookie, Brandon Miller. He looked great in Summer League. Again, picking rookies, very risky business. I do not advise anybody picking rookies when they're drafting unless you're an active manager and you know what you're doing. Rookies, for the most part, high risk. But I like how Miller looked. He fits my build if he stays healthy for this specific team. And just to prove it to y'all, boom! There you have it. Ranked number 1 out of 12 teams drafted today. My team still reigns supreme. Anyways, NBA vibes. I'm signing out. Hope you guys got some value from this. And yeah, till we mock again.